We'll go ahead and move into your gas or pass.
Yep. All right. So this is a guitar that I have really been looking at, especially with these new PRS DGT SEs that have came out. So I've really compared those DGT SEs to a core PRS CE 24. So that's what I want to talk about. The PRS CE 24, the pros, the cons, where it sits, and if it's a gas or pass. So just give me a moment.
Okay.
I'm going to set it up. So the CE24, it has nitro finish on it. It's got American pickups. They're the 8515. It's got a push-pull pot to split the coil, tap the coils. It's got just a volume and a tone. It's got a awesome PRS tremolo on it. Bolt on neck. Let me think. It's got, I think it's pattern wide thin or something like that neck on it. So it's not the real chunky one. It's kind of more fast playing. They've also got a semi hollow and just a normal solid body guitar. Roughly like $2,700. Something I've really looked at because I feel like it would be the ultimate like Swiss Army knife guitar. Like I said, I've looked at this, the PRS DGT SE, and I've kind of thought about that too. But the fact that this has American pickups, it's got that bolt-on neck to give it a little more like twanginess to it. It does have hotter pickups than something like a DGT, more modern pickups, I should say. But we've played one. We went to a store, so I had the chance to play a solid top or a solid body and a semi hollow. And I don't know about you all, but semi hollow is something I got to get used to. Like the responsiveness just is not there immediately,
Right.
but the note just blooms.
Yep.
So what was weird is I preferred the humbucker sounds, the full humbucker sounds, I think on the semi hollow.
Yeah.
But I preferred the split sounds on the solid body.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things where like I don't know if you can have your cake and eat it too. Is it too perfect of a guitar? Can it do just too much and it's not like specifically awesome at one thing? I know I'm going to offend a lot of people by saying that. I love the guitar. I think it's phenomenal. I'm just trying to figure out how it fits in the like tonal spectrum and if it's a total gas or pass for me. I think it is a complete gas. But I got to figure out how it would like measure up to my current guitar setup.
Yeah.
So, what are your thoughts?
So yeah, we've played some. I remember that one time we actually got to play the solid body and semi hollow back to back, and we were together at the store at this time, which is awesome.
Yeah, I think we played through a PRS HX. No, it's the Hendrix amp.
HDRX.
Yeah,
is that it?
Yeah, it's the 20 watt amp or whatever.
And I really liked it. I actually liked the solid body a little more than I liked the semi hollow for me, but I think some of that is that responsiveness. I'm used to the immediate responsiveness.
Right.
And I think for me, the pickup options, I liked the opposite.
Really?
Yeah, I think I liked the single coils in the you know what I mean?
Right.
And my big question to you, I guess, about it is, how do you feel about the 24 frets?
I mean, I don't have to have it.
Right.
22 is just fine.
Yeah.
Like I there's no need for what I play. There's no need for it. But
right. Do you feel like that's moving your pickup closer to the bridge?
I know.
How do you feel about that?
I mean, I do wish PRS would come out with a CE22 like they used to have.
Me too.
They used to have one.
Yeah.
I think it would be, you get a little more bass out of that neck pickup, and it would feel more like a full sound to it. But I haven't played them side by side to know.
No,
they say it has a big impact, but I haven't tried it.
Yeah. Well, I haven't played them side by side either, but I've definitely played lots of guitars with 3 pickups, and whenever you move that pickup around, it's definitely going to change it a lot.
Right.
I do think most 24 fret guitars I play there's a pretty significant difference in that neck pickup sound to the 22 fret version of the same guitar.
Right.
Every piece of wood's different, every pickup's different, every situation is different. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it's worse or better, but just saying it's different.
It's just different.
And we're a little more classic players.
Right.
So I know that maybe that 24th fret might be something that you've had in the back of your head that you're like, oh, I wish it was 22 frets.
I got to be honest. When I've played a guitar with 22 frets, I've never thought, I really have to have 2 more frets.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, if you got 22, I don't know.
So on Strats and Tellys, if they're 21 frets, does it bother you?
No.
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah. It doesn't ever bother me whenever they're classic Strats and Tellys.
Unless you're playing, like, Journey and you're, like, playing some lead lines way up there.
Yeah.
Like, to me...
Once in a great while, I think, oh, I wish I had that 22nd fret because I want to hit that D or bend up to an E, and you just got to bend way harder.
Yeah.
There is a couple occasions that does happen in like a set. But generally speaking, if I'm going to be playing that, I'll just switch to a different guitar.
Right.
You know, it's usually not a Telly and a Strat sound that I'm going for during those moments.
Yeah.
But as in gas or pass, let's get back to the subject here, folks. Sorry about that. So getting back to gas or pass, for me, I think that I've got enough guitars that are kind of doing all the things I want it to do that I think it's going to be a pass for me. However, right now you're kind of on the hunt for that guitar that can do a humbucker and kind of a split sound. I don't want to say a do-it-all, but something that's got multiple sounds. It's kind of a do-it-all.
Yeah.
So you can ride one guitar for most of the set that you're playing right now. Because I think right now you're having to hop between 2 guitars basically all set.
I got an SG and either a Strat or a Telly, depending on the type of songs we're playing that night. That I choose between, which honestly it's inspiring because I go from one to the next and it makes me play different, which is awesome. But for some of the places we play, I just need one guitar. Yeah. And like I don't want to have to worry about 2.
I'm not entirely sure. So there's the DGT SE. And
then for those of you, by the way, who are like saying there's an S2 line, I'm fully aware.
Yeah.
I've played the S2s, and granted, I haven't played the new ones with the American pickups in it.
Right.
But I've just never been inspired by them. I don't know if it's like, I know it's supposed to be nitro lacquer on them. And I know that like there's supposed to be that intermediate between a SE and a core, but I've just never like truly been inspired by one. And I don't know what it is. There's just, it's almost like it feels like there's frills, but the actual guitar itself doesn't, to me, it's not worth the jump from SE to S2.
Yeah.
Like, that's just my personal feeling. And maybe that's a hot take, I don't know. But,
I kind of feel like one of these lines, S2 CE,
is going to go away.
It's going to go away.
I mean, it might. But what I'm trying to get at is, to me, the CE, I mean, that is worth the price jump from an SE.
I agree.
An S2, I don't necessarily feel that way.
Yeah, I've played multiple S2s at this point, and I remember playing one that I really liked a lot. I liked it as much as I liked the CEs. Did I like it more? Not really. It was just different.
Right.
But I played a lot of S2s that I just didn't get along with real well. I've played some CEs I wasn't a big fan of.
Right. I mean, it's very guitar dependent, but usually a CE is going to be more inspiring than an S2, and for the price differential, to me, it's not. I mean, it's negligible.
Yeah, you go.
Yeah.
Good job. Big words.
Yeah.
So for me, I think it's going to be a pass, but if I was in your shoes, it would be a G.A.S. What's it fall for you, though?
Between that, the DGT SE, if I had to choose one, I would go CE, but my pocketbook tells me otherwise.
So is this a G.A.S. or pass, dude?
Man. I think it's a G.A.S.
Okay.
Woo! I had to think long and hard about that one.
Did you guys see that steam coming out? All right, we'll move to